Hi guys, Rubber Toe Assembly here. We'll be building the Bowflex Xtreme 2 SE Home Gym. First thing you want to do is lay everything out, unpack it nice and neat as you see here. And this is the hardware pack that we will be using as we go step by step according to the assembly manual. Alright, here we go. Alright, made it to one of the last sections, the cable and pulley routing, connect squat cables, which we're going to do now. And those are the two front ones. Going to go to the left side here first and run this cable. This one has a ball on one end, and that's the end that's going to start there. It also holds it in the pulley, and we will run the other end of this pulley to this cable in the back. I believe it's labeled number 7. Yeah, you can see there. And it's a little tangled up, but yeah, try to straighten out the cables first, make it a little bit easier. And you run this cable through pulley number 7, and then it's going to go upward to the next pulley, which should be that 3 and 8 floating cable, or floating pulley. You run that cable through number 8 on that, the 3 and 8 floating pulley. So that would be the bottom side, and then now that floating pulley is being held more securely into place. And after you run it through number 8 there, that pulley, it'll come back down and run through pulley number 9, which is right there, through the bottom of that, as you're holding the cable and feeding it through each pulley. You try to keep it taut, and it's nice. Anyways, the last pulley is number 10, and you can feel the tension already right there. You just pull it, the tension down a little bit. I hold it. You don't want to let go of this because it might whip up, but yeah, you pull it down just a little bit, pulling the tension off, and you run these again, the end stop balls with their cores, that little plastic middle piece. Slide it right on, as you see there, right into the groove, and then hook the hook on the end of it, flip it around the way I like them, boom. So the other cable on the right is going to be run the same way as this one, but on the other side, and I believe it's still wrapped up in the packaging. As you see, the cables here shown are run correctly, all the different numbers on the pulleys, and it's hooked onto the back, the front rods, the 50s. You got the hook on each side. So moving on to the next step, I believe it's 19B, and it's just the other side, running the left squat cable pulley through the pulleys. And the first one will be the number 7 pulley, just like the other side. You run that through there, and then up to your floating pulley, the 3 and 8 floating pulley. Go to number 8, doesn't matter which side because they swivel around and around. And you run it through pulley number 8 on the floater, and keep these cables straight. You don't want to pull too hard because you don't want, if they are kinked, you don't want to damage them. So just get them through there nice. They'll straighten out once they're run through. Then your next pulley will drop out from the number 8, which is the bottom of the floating pulley, and run straight to number 9, which is down there at the bottom, as you see. And then it swings through pulley number 9 and will come up to pulley number 10 and go through the top of that, and that's when you'll feel your tension, just like the other side. You pull it down and you put an end stop ball with its core onto that side too. You pop out the inner core, run the end cap ball on there, and put the core in again, slide it into position, slide the ball back down, poof, just like all the others. And then I run the little hook on there so you can attach any of the attachments, mix and match however you see fit. Alright, Step number 20 is basically the cable and pulley routing. They give you this pin for the leg developer in the front of the machine. I just bring it back around to the front the way it's supposed to be, and I run this locking pin in there which locks it. As you see there, it's locked. So you can run these cables at the bottom, the left and right squat cables they're called, down here, and as you can see I just disconnect one attachment and hook it to another attachment to use the leg developer. That's one side, hooks on right there, and then you just go to the other side. If there's anything on there, you disconnect that, and then you pull the tension, you pull that over to the other side of the leg developer and hook it on. As you see, there's quite some tension there. That's because I used the 50s. And hook it on and your leg developer is hooked up. The other attachments here is the overhead lat bar, I would call it. The bar just sits up into that little holder as you see there. You can disconnect attachments and clip those onto that overhead bar, and then they give you this other bar option which you can also hook the same way. It goes right there just like that one does, and it has rubber grip areas in different locations on that one. So just hook up the other attachments, the hand attachments, as you see there. I just drop them on at the end of building it so it's complete. I put the ones with the little guards. There's two other hand pulley attachments there. Those are the ones with the two guards on them, and I usually put these down low, on one on each side, as you see there, easy. And if I want to use the leg developer, then I disattach these and run them to the bottom of the leg developer. Alright, and there you have it, the Bowflex Xtreme 2 SE Home Gym completed. Built perfectly, looks amazing. Perfect. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching another rubber toe assembly video completed. Please subscribe if you can, and like us and hit the bell and all that good stuff. Alrighty, rubber toe assembly here. Thanks for watching again. Over now.